Hi folks, and welcome to my lesson. If you find it hard to learn solos, well, I hope this lesson can help. I'm an average player, so I needed a method to help me get into a solo. So first of all, I look at the melody. I really familiarize myself with the melody, and then when I'm comfortable with the melody and the chords, I break down the solo into its parts. Now, they might be different riffs over different chords, or little phrases that are very difficult. So just separate those out, play them until you feel comfortable with them at a slower speed. I always start at 70% speed. So what you need to do first of all is get a backing track, slow it down maybe to 70%, and start playing your melody over that backing track until you feel comfortable with the chord progression. Now, the guitar player here is Danny Kochmar, and let's try and go through what he was thinking when he walked into that studio all those years ago, and he was given the job of coming up with a solo over 4 chords. So, first of all, he's thinking, what scale should I use? What sounds good? Well, I go straight back to the source. What's the scale they're using to sing the song? What's he using? How many notes? What sort of notes does he use to sing the song Stay? This is Jackson Browne. So, let's just play through our... now we're going to use, first of all, the E minor pentatonic. The notes of this song are found in that key. Now, when you go down, for those who aren't familiar with the E minor pentatonic, our song is in G, and the E minor pentatonic is just count down the 3 frets, and all your notes will be here. That's your E minor pentatonic. So we're just going to play through the melody, or just a few melodic ideas, and you'll notice that I'm accentuating the D chord. We're going to play G, E minor, C, D. See what I do to highlight the D chord. So you noticed with the D chord, I can either end on a D, because that's in the chord, or I can end on an A, that's also in the chord. And there, or that's just to enhance the melody and use the chords to reinforce the melody. Now I want you to note, when we play the melody, I'm just using the E minor pentatonic for the first 2 runs through the progression. And then I have a break, and I just highlight that last chord, the D chord, just to show you how you might emphasize that chord, just with little devices by including the chord tone, F sharp. So, but you've got to be spot on with your phrasing, so I make sure that I come in exactly on the first beat of the next measure. So I want to finish my little riff on a G. Finish on that G note. So when we're going through, so that's how you can construct a solo, and that's what's happening with the saxophone. Saxophone's just playing all these notes. And then to go back to the G sometime. That's just a little bit about how to construct a melody. Okay. Now, the next thing, before we get into a solo, you need to have all of the skills required. So first of all, you need to do a little skills audit on yourself. Do you know how to do hammer on and pull off? Because you'll need that to play this solo. So when we do, you're going to need that skill. You'll also need bends. To play it. And the other thing is to roll your ring finger. A very important skill in playing a rock solo is to be able to roll your ring finger over 2 strings. Okay. Now, the actual solo is based on what we call a circle of fifths. And here is the diagram for the circle of fifths. And you'll notice we can find our bridge where the solo is played. If you count around the circle of fifths, you'll see a B. Now we can do what is called backcycling from that B. We can start with the B and reverse back towards the G, which is our root chord. So we'll go through B, E, well in this case E minor, A, and then D. So they're the chords that Danny Korchmar was given to solo over. So let's go through and see what he was thinking. Okay. Now, the first thing is we've got our minor pentatonic. All the notes of the solo are in that minor pentatonic, and you'll see that in a minute. There are only 2 notes that he needs that are not in that, because when he goes to the B, there are notes in there that are not in the E minor pentatonic scale. This note here, the E flat. So in order to really bring out this chord or highlight this chord, he starts off by playing that note. That's his opening riff. It's so simple, but that would sound boring if you just played it straight like that. So of course he bends up to that. Now note there, the E flat, happens to be the major third of the B chord. So he's going to tease us a little bit by bending up to that note rather than just go. He's going to go. Sounds a lot better, more interesting than the original. So that's how you can enhance your melody. Now he had to do that for the B on the E minor. He's just going to play the E minor pentatonic. The next chord he's got is the A chord. And there's a note in there that's not in the E minor pentatonic. So that's this note here, the C sharp. So to highlight that, he's going to play another to highlight the A chord. So he's going to actually deviate from the minor pentatonic. He's going to play this F sharp. You see, this is part of the A chord. There's your A chord. So he's playing notes from the A chord. Except for this is the sixth note. Right, that's how he deals with the A chord. When he gets to the D chord, he's just going to go back to the E minor pentatonic. That's all. And that's how he finishes up the solo. So we'll go through that now at 70%. Just so you get a feel for the melody of the solo. And once you've got your hammer-ons and pull-offs, bends, and you can roll your finger, then we will move everything up here to the 12th fret and play the solo. Okay, so good luck and see you next time.